Hello, my name is Ryan Fan. I'm a student at SJSU, San Jose State University, and this is my slides talking about ocean debris flooding our oceans. So this is my table of contents. I'll be going over first the history of plastics, second the sources of plastic debris, third the statistics of ocean debris, fourth the relevancy of how that affects our lives, five the ethics and integrity in academic matters, six the non-academic matters in regards to ethics and integrity. Seven, plastics due to climate change. Eight, the lack of efficient water transportation routes. Nine, environmental organization, also known as ocean cleanup. 10, current news of plastics in our oceans. And 11, contributions to address this worldwide issue. So first, just for the history of ocean plastics, plastic debris filling our oceans have continued to make up a significant portion of litter. It significantly imposes negative influence on human health, tourism, marine life, and the maritime industry worldwide. More specifically, in the 1980s, early reports of plastic debris was found in plankton nets, shipboards, beaches, fishing trawls, etc. And these reports being decades ago has contributed to this global issue of ocean debris. Ocean debris has been a constant issue due to human activities such as fishing or just exploring the sea because a lot of vessels and stuff left items behind that flooded our waters. So we need to be more careful on our sustainability and also our consumption of resources. Next, I'll be talking about the sources of plastic debris. Ocean debris erupts from land due to enormous surges of litter flowing through water systems. Most comes from coastal regions. It flows through stormwater runoffs, watercourses, or directly discharges into coastal waters. As previously mentioned, it's produced from activities like fishing, littering, and trashes from vessels. On a more specific note, Jembeck et al. 2015 calculated that 275 mmT of plastic waste were produced in 192 coastal countries in 2010. An estimate of 12.7 mmT entered the ocean. This quote just exemplifies the increasing amount of plastic waste that we have not only in our water systems, but also in coastal regions, countries, third world countries, and it's an ongoing problem that occurs daily. Some statistics of ocean debris. 12 million tons of plastic is dumped into the ocean, and a total of 268,940 tons of plastic consisting of 5.25 trillion particles are distributed over the surface every single year, also quoted by Jambet. In 2016, the global production of plastics was approximately 330 million metric tons, according to Mount Plastics Europe, and that amount is estimated to double within the next 20 years. So as you can see, also on the graph, plastics is continuously going up just due to the consumption that our society is in right now. As we use many resources, we need to utilize plastic, and that leads to just a lot of plastic within the ocean, filling it. And there was an estimate of doubling. So that means that with our use of resources, that it's going to continue to increase. Next, I'll be talking about its relevancy to our daily lives. Human activities contribute to a wide-scale issue of ocean debris due to our constant use of items that are single-use, convenient, and disposable. What this quote exemplifies is that we just continue to use products that are harmful to the environment, and we should work on being more sustainable by using less materials and just by reusing resources. And also it comes from improperly discarding items, resulting in damaged environments. So that also means not recycling as well or using up resources and then littering it or anything, because that leads to a damaged environment because you're not taking proper care of getting rid of the trash. Ocean debris also impacts society in harmful ways. It damages the marine ecosystem, it disrupts our food chains, and disrupts our marine life. Due to this cause, it impacts our food resources, marine-related activities, and substantially affects our economy. Ocean debris impacts the food chain, which will impact us because we're not able to get nutrients and stuff from the food we eat from the ocean. It affects marine-related activities because we're not able to do activities due to the quality of the water, and it affects our economy because our economy continuously is always trying to work on the ocean rather than actually stop change from happening. Next, I'll be talking about the ethical impact in academics. So ocean debris relates to ethic matters for academic settings because academic researchers uphold credibility due to their ethical studies, accurate data, and form solutions to combat ocean debris. In hand, there's also institutional practices where ocean debris motivates people to implement sustainable methods to reduce contributions to ocean debris. For example, we can start to use single-use plastics on campus. We can begin to reuse resources, and we could participate in waste reduction slash recycling practices. And academics paved the way for addressing ocean debris at global levels, contributing to environmental protection and conserving resources. Academics serve as like a base foundation of just letting the word go out, letting words become recognized, and then letting the problems become fixed due to many people knowing what's happening around the world. Next, I'll be talking about some ethical impacts within a non-academic setting. So this would mean more like morals and like responsibility towards a person. So I'll be talking about the personal responsibility. It obligates individuals to minimize their contribution to ocean debris through practicing, reflecting, and adopting sustainable habits, such as, like I previously said, like recycling or reusing resources. Next, I'll be talking about the business practices. Business practices adopt efficient production methods. It implements waste management strategies and invests to mitigate marine debris. This means on a business side that they adopt more efficient ways to lessen ocean debris in oceans and allows us to become a more sustainable society. Next, I'll be talking about some government regulations. Government regulations consist of enacting and enforcing laws which address ocean debris and punishes polluters who disrupt the law. Environmental justice, a demand for equitable solutions for poor water conditions in coastal areas in developing countries can help to improve the rates of plastic. What this means is that seeing the matter of ocean debris really puts in perspective how bad the society is right now, so that we have a demand for more equitable solutions, such as helping out developing world war countries to help them with gaining clean water for them to drink and survive off of. Next, I'll be talking about ocean debris due to climate change. Anthropogenic litter, referring to marine debris, develops from land-based sources and from the sea as well. It comes from coastal sites and touristic towns, and it also comes from transit ocean processes and fisheries. For coastal sites and touristic towns, many people just litter whenever they want because they feel like, oh, they're free and they're in a country that they're not normally in, so they could just do whatever they want with their trash. But in reality, as you can see in the picture, it really affects the society. It puts a lot of trash in the seas. And for transit ocean processes and fisheries, many of them just, as they're dropping by, just drop pieces of trash, or there's trash left behind from their ships. And due to this, many trash get left behind as well. And also for weather patterns like storms and runoffs, deforestation, and industrial operations, it also increases the presence of greenhouse gases, which also increase our consumption with resources and takes up all of our space. Next, I'll be talking about the lack of efficient water transportation routes. Ocean waste distributes from a plethora of sources, such as inadequate waste management, road runoff, and wastewater channels, quoted by Watt. And plastics and debris becomes incorrectly disposed of due to drainage systems, streets, and sidewalks constantly collecting tons of debris. What I mean by this is that many of our water transportation routes consist of a lack of sanitation. So many of our channels are dirty, and therefore it collects dirty water as it goes in. It collects trash, and later also as it flows. And stormwater drains and sewage systems lack sanitation, like I said, and production, resulting in unhealthy streams of litter-filled water that disperses into our oceans. In this picture, you can see the process of how water travels through the stream as well as underground, like pipes and stuff. So, yeah. Next, I'll be talking about Ocean Cleanup, which is a nonprofit environmental organization that works to filter out plastic waste through extensive research, extraction, and they monitor ocean debris. They also create innovative developments that stop the transportation of plastics and prevents buildup in designated areas. So in this picture at the bottom, you can see a U-shaped barrier that acts as an artificial coastline that collects all the trash in that one specific area and stops it from entering the real sea. Ocean Cleanup predicts that they will eliminate 90% of floating ocean plastics by 2040. And that just goes to show how innovative and positive their designs are, and really helps to improve our society. Next, I'll be talking about the current news of ocean debris. It consists of current existing global implementations and policies that lack efficiency to solve the problem of marine debris. What this means is that our projects right now aren't as effective because it's only hitting the surface of the water. But with that, there comes a more demand for higher, improved technology. And by achieving sustainable development goals, sustainability can be accomplished in production and consumption, which can lead to a solution of marine debris issues quoted by Lore. Restricting our use of plastics is a pivotal method to decrease the amount of marine debris because it not only increases the resources we have, but also lets us save the resources for later and don't over consume what we don't need. Next, I'll be talking about some contributions that improves ocean debris. I'll be talking about some new concepts, tools, and systems that seek to clean marine debris. Quoted by Sugianto, there are 40 collecting debris technology that focuses on this matter, found since the year 1983 until 2021. I'll be talking about the most widely used tool called a conveyor, which collects marine debris on the surfaces of the water. As you can see in this picture, all the trash is going up from the water and going into the real trash, which is a good sign. A platform, also called a whole ship, collects tons of marine debris in an efficient manner, and various technologies are being developed that reduces waste in the deep waters, allowing a possibility to have cleaner bodies of water. This is my work cited in CSE style. And thank you for listening.